Hey gorgeous, it's day 8. You made it through a week. Whoop whoop. Again, we're doing Warrior 2 today. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna give you a couple options based on your body and what feels good to you. And I always encourage you in your yoga practice, because I know it's so easy to get obsessive on the form, and I of course always want you to have good form because I don't want you to hurt yourself, but there's also something to be said for listening to your body and making little modifies to where the pose feels really good for you. I don't mean not challenging, but not painful and like this doesn't feel right on my body. You know, I hope that makes sense, because I definitely have some poses where I'm like, this doesn't necessarily feel like a challenge. It feels like my body is saying this doesn't feel right or feel good. You know? So I want you to pay attention to that. But I'm going to give you a couple options because I think it's really important in this pose specifically. All right, so for your feet, I hope you can see my feeties okay. For Warrior 2, you can match up your feet heel to arch or heel to heel. I encourage you to try both and see what feels better on your body. I'll start with heel to arch, okay? That makes sense, right? You're matching up heel to arch. Cool. So your front leg, whichever leg is in front, nice and long and straight, toes pointing straight ahead, true north. Your back foot is parallel. So just like we did, I can't remember what day, but in wide leg forward fold, I was talking about how the outside of our leg was really active and we're pressing down through the blade edge of the foot. That's the exact same feeling that you're gonna have in Warrior 2 with your back leg. Really press into it. All this is super active. The reason being is when we get into it, we don't want to roll the ankle inward, which I see a lot in class, and it's not, we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're pressing that strong. Again, we always have that baby bend in our knees, so how do we do that? We flex the quads. That's going to protect the knee. Super active back leg. Check in with your hips. So already my hips kind of want to do a sideways thing. You want to try to keep your hips as square as possible. Again, never forcing anything beyond where your body is, but hips pretty square. And then you're going to press into your front knee. Recheck in with your hips, because mine wanted to change. So my hips are square, almost like hips opening like a book, right? Let's check in with our front knee, because this is something I see all the time. This front knee, I'm a little wide. This front knee, it wants to move inward. I hope you can see that. It wants to move in towards the big toe. It's your job to activate outer thigh, glute, to pull the knee open so it's more towards baby toe, pinky toe side. There's a lot of leg muscle activation in this pose for sure. So let's press in. Really powering down through the back leg, blade edge, your baby toe, it's like Hercules, pressing down, we're strong, front knee is pulling open, our hips are open. We got all that. Let's move on. Now we're gonna check in with our shoulders. So already I'm pointing a little funky, so I gotta boop, square my hips, square my chest, square my shoulders. One nice straight line here. Make sure this knee is staying open. I know it's a lot to think about, but you're doing great. Open your arms. Relax your shoulders. Sometimes if we go like this first, it helps us to relax our shoulders. We don't want to be like, living up here, right? Because that's tension. Okay, we got all of that? Feeling good? Now, only your head, just your head. Move it, boop, towards your front middle finger. Check it out. And hold. Belly button in, core strong. I don't think I mentioned that yet. From here in Omnia, once you got all that dialed in, we're going to make it super confusing. I'm just kidding. It's not really confusing. We're just adding some dance. So it looks like this. Up. So it's called Dancing Warrior. Ah, so gorgeous. Cool? Yeah. So that's day 8. Ooh. Ooh. Woo. It's hard to hold that pose. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That was day 8. You're amazing. You're in this. You're doing it. There's no giving up now. Hashtag Omnia Yoga, hashtag Yoga Challenge, and I will see you tomorrow, sister. Bye.